a white person say something about themselves, then they say I'm an American. I can say I'm an American too. I don't have to say I'm an African American because I'm not from Africa.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So
yeah,
I would just rather it be he's a white American, she's a black American. In one of my high schools, I had one white classmate, no, two white classmates in one of my high schools out of three high schools. That that was like two. It was two white people. That was the extent of it.
Wait, you were in 3 high schools and there was only 2 white people in the entire.
In one of my high schools.
Damn.
Like there are some things that can be construed as racist, which I'm pretty sure they are, but at the same time, like I'm not gonna waste my time to figure out. Like, was that racist? I'm like, because unless it's something blatant, you be
like what? Can you think of any examples?
A simple example: when I'm getting off work and I try to catch a cab.
And you can't catch a cab.
Yeah, that's simple.
Yeah.
There's no reason that I'm getting off work and I shouldn't be able to catch a ride home when somebody is coming out of club drunk as shit and they could throw up a hand and get a ride home.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying?
you walking with like there's like some white people on the street and you just happen to be walking behind them. You can tell like they clench up, like their purse is going like on their shoulder. He's like this shit's like damn it, dude. Like I see what you're doing, and it sucks because now I want to like speed up to walk past you, but now I can't because now I feel like I'm speeding up. So like now I'm back here playing this game, this mind game with myself. It's kind of fucked up, dude. Like, I'm like, great, I don't want to scare them because like what if they got grabbed their bag and they got made so like I just like want to walk past them and I get sprayed and like then they like running off and I'm just like on the corner like crying because like, I got sprayed in the face with me by accident. It's just fucked up.
I'm not gonna speak for all black people, but a lot of black people raised is that you you know, you deal with your shit. It's like we raised to suck shit up or like a lot of sayings is that's life. You know, if something bad, well, that's life. Get over it. You know, like that's just the attitude of how we was raised. Like that's what the older people tell us to do. Get over it. Suck it up. Shake it off.
Yeah.
It'll get better.
Just sit there and like keep asking them questions. Like you know what I'm saying.
Just be real.
Yeah, because you like don't let them set you up. Like if you're gonna get like a patient and you gotta like you should know their background, right? Do you not know their background before you get them, or do you get them fresh? You have to find all this stuff for yourself.
It would depend on the setting. Most probably with a kid, you would know something. Like the parent or somebody would be like, "This is why I want the kid to come." But like if it was.
All right, so if that's in that case, then like you gotta always find out what the kid likes. If they don't say like they tell you I don't know, then you gotta just go straight for the kid and be like, just ask them like, so what do you like? You know, just like chit chat with them, talk to them.
Yeah, but then eventually,
and they're going to crap because like if they can just see that you just want to talk to them and like you're not really interested in like. Trying to tell them what to do, you just like you just asking them like dumbass questions.
Yeah.
Just those are questions just to break the ice.
Yeah, not right away. Like, what brings you in here?
Yeah.
And like, oh, tell me about your parents. Yeah. But start off with like just like easy breezy kind of stuff.
Yeah.
Ask instead of telling me. This is how I imagine it. So tell me about your childhood. Mm-hmm. No, don't tell me to tell you about your childhood like I have no other option. Ask me some of the things. Ask me like specific things. Ask me things instead of expecting me to just spill my guts out about my whole childhood. Mm-hmm. Ask me certain things that's around the point. It's not exactly straight to the point that anybody ever touch you. But just ask me certain things like who was close to you when you were growing up,
Yeah.
What type of things were you into when you were growing up? And, you know, shit like that. Just ask me things.
More casual kind of thing.
Yeah.
Like I said, like it's more or less you gotta find something that they already know about or have an interest in just to break the ice. Because you can't go in there asking like. I mean, once you introduce yourself, you should be able to tell how forthcoming they're going to be.
Yeah. Yeah.
Instead of being so present, because that's probably the most common thing that I hear with people that try to go to therapy and they don't stay too long.
Yeah.
They press too hard.
I mean, I don't think most black people are going to go just come tell you some stuff.
Yeah.
I mean, like they'll get to know you first before you, like you said, before you get. So like they're like, oh, there's like, especially if it's a woman on woman, like probably a little bit better than a woman on man, because like you have to find them like you can't, unless you know sports, then you have to like.
Yeah.
And I can understand getting to the point. I can understand trying. You know, you anxious to try to see, you know, what's bothering this person, but it's your job to put things together. And that's how I imagine it. Like,
yeah,
I always say in my head that I can't do that. I just can't go, you know, spill my guts to a stranger.
Mm-hmm.
Like, don't expect the juicy stuff like on the first session. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So you gotta like work it up. So like, just like just talk to. You gotta try to form a bond somewhere. Find out if you like. If he doesn't like you, then like you're gonna probably like it's not working now. Don't force him to come to somebody that like because maybe he can find somebody, but maybe it's just not you.
Yeah.
So because like all black kids are different. So like it depends on how receptive they are and how open you are to them when you're talking to them.
The good thing about it is that you got this person in therapy. The good thing about the therapist is that they want to help that person. But the not so good thing about it is that you gotta be really patient with people who aren't used to opening themselves up. And I think that's basically what it is. Mm-hmm. Like a lot of black people just not used to opening up for their girlfriend or boyfriend or their brother or sister, let alone their mother or father, let alone their therapist, a complete stranger who's the first.
Especially young black men, we don't like to be questioned by white people, and you know, it's like, we got all these personal questions. No, I didn't do it. So you gotta talk to them. Everybody doesn't feel the same way. I'm just saying, I didn't like it, and you keep saying that you read that other black people don't like it. I mean, Kiko might not. I'm not sure what Kiko would say. He's sometimes I don't know. I mean, like I get the purpose for it. So some people want to talk to somebody that's outside of their circle. Yeah. So they want to feel like they're telling somebody. It's kind of like almost like being a Catholic and going to confession, honestly, without the whole getting like say 3 Hail Marys.
Yeah.
So I'm like,
the best thing that'll help you probably with a black person is probably patience.
Yeah.
Go at their speed instead of your speed.
Yeah.
You know, because working with other people, it might be more quickly. Things might go along.
Oh yeah.
More smoother, and you get down straight to the point, and that person to know what they need to work on, and But with a black person, you just gotta be way more patient. It's not even no training. That's just.
Yeah. No, I mean that makes so much sense to me, and also the thing you said about asking questions like that are more not like specific questions. Like obviously, like it would be bad if I were like
it's beating around the bush. They call it don't beat. They say don't beat around the bush, but probably in that field, it's probably best to beat around the bush.
Yeah.
More so than any other field. It's probably best to beat around the bush.
Yeah. No, I think so.
You let that person get to the point. You let them get to the point when they're ready to get to the point. But until then, you You keep beating around that bush. Ask me directly. So let's talk about your childhood. Yeah. Tell me about your childhood.
A therapist
don't do that.
All a therapist needs to do is just be there and make a person feel comfortable.
Feel comfortable.
And they'll talk, and then the more comfortable they feel, they'll eventually. Like the whole thing, all the like a therapist, with as far as I feel, is all they need to do is make you feel comfortable enough to come back next week. Yeah. Because each time you come back, you're gonna say more. You're gonna say more.
And what does this
and more?
And what does this consist of? For a therapist to keep making you feel comfortable each week and not getting too anxious. What does this consist of? This is patience, right?
Yeah, it's patience.
These niggas right here.